Today, going out with a group of volunteers, giving back to the Ojai Valley Land Conservancy by doing a little trail work. Come join me.
So we'll cart them up and then gargoyle the ends of the check steps. It's more important to make them, functional and keep people in the trail. And then there's some other spots we can look at and decide together where we might want to, Linda was saying, do some vertical mulching also to just narrow the trail down a bit.
So what's been done in the past is putting in these logs to kind of smooth this out and also prevent water from creating a ditch. And we're just going to make it so people don't bypass them, don't go around them.
This step looks like we could just do a couple rocks, but there's a couple spots where it's a little wider, where we might want to do a gargoyle and a piece of vertical mulch and some holes. And again, we want these rocks to not move when we get them in, so we'll dig some nice holes.
All right, dug a hole, got a rock to fit into it. This is rock number 1. So what we did is put in some rocks here to discourage people from going around the wood. It's kind of like water. Want them to take the path of least resistance. We're making the path of least resistance very clear.
A little vertical mulching here.
Okay, explain vertical mulching to me. What are you doing?
Well, we are taking these dead branches and replanting them, if you will, to look like a plant that maybe just got bit by a little fire, but helps keep people on the trail and from going off trail.
So we need some dead materials to use for a vertical mulch. Here's a good source, a dead tree that fell over. So let's go get some. All right, time to work on putting in some vertical mulch. First step is dig a hole about deep enough and wide enough to put a 5-gallon bucket in. All right, what's the next step here we're doing?
Well, we got our hole dug, so now we're gonna plant it. I encourage people to stay on the trail.
Right. Just to keep this a little geocaching oriented, there is a geocache right there. So here's the work. The check steps, the wooden check steps are already in, so we put in rocks, vertical mulch. We're just encouraging people to stay in the middle of the trail. So introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm John Hill.
And John, how long have you been doing this kind of work?
I've been doing this type of work for probably about 6 years total, 2 years with OVLC, 4 years with the Ojai Valley National Park back in Akron, Ohio.
Oh my goodness. And why do you do this work?
I just love being outside and meeting new people and seeing new terrain and new parts of the forest and parks.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. So introduce yourself.
My name's Anthony.
Jonathan.
And Anthony and Jonathan, how long have you been doing this?
Go ahead.
I've been doing it a little over a year and a half.
Very good. And now you're one of the leaders.
Yeah.
Very good. What makes you do this work?
I just love being here, being on these trails. I use them. So I feel so fortunate that I'm able to, that it's the least I could do to come out here and help take care of them.
Very good. And Jonathan, you're a leader also, is that true?
I am, yeah. Just started volunteering back in December, but also work as a seasonal firefighter with Los Padres. So, it's tangential experience on that end, yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you both for everything you're doing. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Scott.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
It's about the shortest we've ever had to carry tools, I think. Well, that was a short day, but it was a good day. We got a lot of things done. And I want to tell you guys, thanks for joining me.